All right, I'll share with you something that happened in my WhatsApp groups. Okay, as you know, I have multiple WhatsApp groups, and in some of the groups there are my clients. Some of the groups there are youngsters. So different theme groups for different people. Okay, so in this particular group, I think which was a general group, um, one of the members who is 22-year-old, okay, young man, is a good guy. He has good intentions, whatever. I think he booked a session with me once, so nothing bad. He's a nice guy, but yes, there are ups and downs in terms of trying to achieve success. So he always shares news related to the Middle East, Qatar, Saudi, Bahrain, Oman, UAE. Okay. So one day, no, not one day, just 2 days ago, he shared a news that came out in Kuwait, whereby it seems Kuwait is now going to charge expatriates extra for petrol, diesel, whatever. But for its citizens, it's going to subsidize. So for the citizens, Kuwaitis, who are Kuwaiti citizens, they will pay less for the petrol that they use. But for expats, they will not only pay maybe the standard plus something extra. Okay. So the minute that came out, he said, this is unfair, this is racism, this is not acceptable, fine. Now here's the funny thing. I'll tell you honestly, members of my group know if I tell you lies or not. There were two sides. One side was, yes, this is unfair, this is racism, this is bullshit, we can't accept this. But on the other side, they were like, so what's the problem? So why should the Kuwaiti government be nice to expats? They can be. You don't like, leave. Now you'll say, oh, these people are racist. Who said you don't like, leave? This is the typical racist mentality. Let me give you the clear distinction between who agreed versus who didn't agree. The ones who shouted racism, this is unfair, this is bullshit, this is this, that, whatever, Kuwait should treat its citizens and expats equally, were all in their 20s to 30s. But the people on the other side who accepted this and said, this is part of life, it's a struggle, you don't like, you leave. If you want, stay. Nobody asked you. Were all 40 plus. Seriously, all of them were above the age of, didn't say 35, above the age of 40. All these guys who accepted the decision had traveled the world, are running a business, are working in senior management positions, and have seen life. It's only our youngsters who are shouting, yeah, this is unfair, this is this. Now, let me give you a couple of harsh realities. Okay, before you jump, hey, law, your brain is all screwed up wrong. Let me give you simple realities. Here, I live in Samui, okay, Thailand. When my wife is sick, okay, just listen. When my wife is sick, and if she were to go to the hospital, she's from Ubon, the village, treatment is free for her, okay? And her dental that she did was, I think she had to pay 15 baht, 15 or 10 baht or 30 baht. I'm not too sure, I'm being honest with you. She had to remove four of her, wisdom tooth. 15 baht or 30 baht just for, some documentation. Me, on the other hand, I'm a husband, okay? She got the injection, whatever, something for free. When I went for the same injection, not there, I went to the hospital in some way. I told you, I had to pay, I think 350 for this thing, and then 500 for doctor checkup, and then another 500 for that. Total. The bill came up to say $100. I think $100 US. Okay. Wife free, me $100. Where the tooth thing came, I told you 30 baht for her, For me, I checked, it seems each tooth would be 15,000 baht. She paid 15 to 30 baht. Mine would be 15,000 baht per tooth. Per tooth. So 60,000 total. Now, can I shout and scream, this is unfair? Why she's getting the benefit? The answer will be, she's a Thai citizen. This is the king wants to take care of his people. You are a guest. You like Thailand. We didn't ask you to come. You came. This is our rule. In fact, there are a lot of parks in Thailand, all over Thailand. In Thai, they will write, if you are a Thai citizen and you show your Thai card, it's for free or it's for maybe 10 baht, 20 baht. But if you are not a Thai citizen, you have to pay maybe 100, 200, 300 because you are like a tourist or expat. And if you think that this only happens in Thailand, well, guess what? In UAE, United Arab Emirates, the starting salary for a graduate, citizen of UAE, graduate, is around $10,000 in certain multinational companies and especially in government companies, $10,000. Not exaggerating, $10,000, and that is what they expect. Are they still getting it? Not, I don't know. But there are quotas also. Okay, and on top of that, the government has put pressure on all expat companies. You employ them, whether they have the skill or don't have the skill. You better employ them, or we will fine you. And don't worry about paying them $10,000. You pay them maybe 40%. We'll pay 60%. But we want to make sure you employ them. This is the benefit that they give their citizens. But for an expatriate, they don't care whether you have a job or don't have a job. That is none of their concern. And for the same job, same position, you can get an Indian, Pakistani, Bangladeshi, African, where $10,000 is what he's going to get. Maybe Bangladeshi or this one, Bangladeshi, Filipino, African, Indian, Pakistani, they will accept the same job for $300 or $400. Not exaggerating. I'm telling you facts. Maybe, if they are lucky, maybe $1,000. Okay, if they are educated in UAE, they're good, skill, whatever. Fresher. $10,000, $1,000. So now can you shout and scream? And if you still say, yes, this is racism, if you still say, here's my open challenge to you. In India, the Indian government supports Indians. In India, if the Indian government says, in this government company, you have to give seats to Indians or employment to Indians. The Rohingyas, the Bangladeshis, the refugees that come in, Afghanistan and all that, we are not going to give them the same benefits. We'll give you free water, free electricity, free housing, free maybe subsidized education. Do you think our Indians are going to complain and say, no, this is racism. We have to help the Rohingya. We have to help the Afghanistan. We have to help the Bangladeshi. I'm not going to take this unless you make them. Do you think the Indians would ever say that? Indians will say, yes, this is my country, my motherland, my citizenship. Why should I give you the benefits? And in fact, if the government were to give them the benefits, hell would break out with our Indians. Hell. Even if they get the same benefits as, as the refugees, even if they get the same benefits, still they'll say, no, they should not get anything. Why should they give this to somebody else? That is the mentality. So now you explain to me, why are you seeking entitlement? Is this unfair? First you'll ask, is this unfair? Or is this fair? My dear, is life fair? My simple question to you, is life fair? Do you think there are equal opportunities for everyone? Do you think there is no racism, sexism, favoritism, all the isms? Do you think, let's say, someone who is a South Indian, and it's a South Indian company and everyone's South Indian, do you think they would prefer to take a North Indian or South Indian? Or let's say it's an Indian company with all of them are Indians, do you think they would want to take a Pakistani? or it's a Muslim company with everyone's a Muslim and everyone's the same, do you think they would take an atheist? Come on, man. Even when selecting a job candidate, there's preference over my person, my relative, my something. We live in a world which is not fair. Now, for example, me and my wifey, there are many females who, when my wife got married to me, they were laughing at my wife. They were laughing. Ha ha ha. My daughter got a nice Thai man. You got this abnormal, hideous looking tattooed guy. And when they found out I was an Indian passport holder, they all laughed at her. I'm not exaggerating. They actually laughed at her. Yuck, he's Indian. Because Indians have spoiled their name in Thailand, which, sorry to say, we can't help. So they all made fun of her. And then people from the village fabricated a story. He's mafia, he's the underworld. We saw him in some videos. I don't know what videos. They must have seen some Hollywood movies. He's a criminal gangster. He will kidnap you and sell you, in the human trafficking for prostitution. They actually told my wife's mother the day after we got married. I'm not exaggerating. This is a true thing. If you see my previous videos. And everyone not only made fun of her, elders came to her, why did you marry Indian? You could have married Australian, Canadian, American, white passport. What this Indian? I'm being honest with you. Okay. My wife didn't care, but her mother and her late father, they were so worried because they were being brainwashed. They didn't know me. I don't blame them. They just met me. And obviously you see all these tattoos. I don't blame anyone. It is a fact. Okay. Now, is this fair? No, it's not fair. The mother nearly got a heart attack and had to be taken to the hospital. It was that bad. There were even talks of breaking up the marriage, which thankfully my wifey said, no, I'm sticking by you. Okay. Guess what? Now we have been married, I think 7-8 years. And she has posted photographs of me and her, multiple photos, eating out, me buying her gifts, me taking care of her. And people shockingly realized he doesn't smoke, he doesn't drink, he doesn't beat her, he doesn't... nothing. He's a good man. Oh, now they've ignored the Gora passport. They've ignored the Indian passport. They've ignored the tattoos. In fact, people are calling my wife and saying, can we have can you check if he has any friend or relative or brother? Now they feel, and because I don't have anybody to recommend, now they feel jealous. They feel, this is not fair. Why does she deserve? Actually, people are talking in the village, why did she deserve to get this guy? They are actually saying, why did she deserve? What is so great about her? Why my daughter cannot get? Okay. Now, if you thought that was at one level, let me give you the next level. Me and my wifey married. I told you about this. There's a massage lady here at the age of 40 whom we used to go for massage once a while. Okay, lady. Nothing great. She, out of all the... She didn't have any husband. She didn't have any good life. She just had 2 kids. Out of the blue, suddenly, she managed to get a multi-millionaire whom she was giving massage. He fell in love with her so badly. He not only took her, he gave her a house, he gave her a plot of land, he gave her money, he gave her millions. This is not a made-up story, it's a fact. And ever since that day, this female on her Facebook, every single day, not an exaggeration, not every week, every single day will show she's buying gold, she's in a 5-star hotel, she's traveling somewhere, she's even associating herself with celebrities. She has that much money. And she purchased a grand mansion of a house. And so now guess what? People are jealous of her. My wife, sometimes she says, wow, her dream came true. I could sense my wife was kind of feeling, oh, if we were like that, means I should have been like that. So my wife feels it's unfair. But do you think that lady feels it's unfair? So the point I'm trying to make here is, We all want the best in life. We want to be a multi-millionaire, billionaire, get the hottest girl, get the best job, get the best success story. But then there are some who they say, no, oh, she bent over and she got it. Oh, she got down on her knees and put something somewhere and he gave her this thing. Oh, he got lucky, he got a godfather. Oh, she got lucky, she got a rich husband. Oh, he applied at the right time to Canada. Now he's settled down. He applied, he had a contact and connection and got this job offer. See, life is always unfair. For the people in the village, her village, initially I was this crass, clown, underworld, evil person, and they were laughing at her and feeling pity for her. But when they saw she's having a good life, they became jealous of her. Why does she deserve this good life? Okay, so it flipped over. And now, when they heard about this story, this female got a multi-millionaire, now they're jealous of her. And they're saying, why does she deserve? Why at the age of 40? Why not my daughter at the age of 20? I pray to Buddha. I'm a good person. I pray to God. Why I'm not getting good luck? Stop asking for life to be fair. Life is not meant to be fair. And stop asking for it. You and I don't deserve anything. That's a fact. If you get something, great. There are a lot of people who work maybe let's say 100 hours a week and they achieve hardly anything. And then there are people who, like that Haq 2 female, she just made one statement and she's getting $15,000 or whatever for an appearance. There are Kabi Lame, he just does this and he became the most followed guy on YouTube. I think he was charging, $200,000, I'm not too sure, just for an ad play. You just do this. People say it's unfair. I can say it's unfair. I put 8,000 videos and I'm not getting any success. Boss, that is life. Stop expecting. What the Kuwaiti government does for its citizens, it's Kuwait and its citizens. You ask your government to provide for you. And if they don't, too bad. That's your bad luck. Change your citizenship then. So, stop expecting fairness. Stop expecting. Don't be self-entitled. Life is not meant to be fair. And if you really, really want to explore this, ask yourself why some people get cancer, why some don't. Why some people get an accident, lose everything, and some are perfectly healthy. Why is it that there's some people born in war-torn regions while some others are born in the lap of luxury? Life is not, don't expect anything out of life. You make your good luck. You create your luck. You work towards being lucky. And stop bitching about. Stop bitching, stop moaning, stop groaning. That's what I want to tell you. That young man, he has good intentions, he's a nice guy, but typical, like today's younger generation, they're all self-entitled. They see a world which should be fair. It's never going to happen. That's all I want to share with you. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Agree, disagree. Love to hear from you. You guys take care.